Hey guys, how's it going? So, the right to forget. Yeah, some people respect that, but to say or to demand that you erase, I guess, evidence, proof that something happened, people cry about it, if it was in court and it was a criminal crime and covering it all up and all that. And yeah, you generally want to forget some things that happened in your life. I mean, everybody has that. Some things you were proud of or not or whatnot. But it can have far-reaching consequences. Because imagine being, basically having your whole life erased. Particularly these days on the internet. A lot of things are on the internet, a lot of things are erased, but then a lot of people also like to change information. Example, Wikipedia. The mainstay stop for some things in general for searches. They're all very well and good, but again, you've got to check your sources because anyone can alter or edit the information on Wikipedia. So you can imagine, you're living your life and then somebody writes a whole lot of bad shit about you with no proof, just to edit your history and change it into whatever they want for their future designs or desires or whatever. Life's like that, and I object to that, which is what we have these days. Particularly because a lot of people are saying many things in our current political climate, because we've got some campaigning going on at the moment, that a lot of one party is saying, oh, but this person did this person did that, they failed at this and that. And I go, yeah, but if you look back further to who actually initiated a lot of these things, it was the people that are protesting against it. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm sure they would rather have people forget about it, but I guess they say if they make enough noise and say that these people are bad, that they think people are stupid enough that they won't check up on these facts. And I guess they rely on the fact that people are so busy these days that they just can't be bothered and they'll just believe whatever comes across their way. Now, the far-reaching consequences of actually erasing or rewriting history and not having it down as these things actually happened, however unpleasant, is the fact that you will not learn from your mistakes or from the mistakes of others. So you don't actually have to have experienced the mistakes to learn from them, but you can look and analyze what had happened in the past, what were the attitudes and morals back then, and think about, what's going on now, how can we make the world better. If you don't know what goes on in the past, if you don't take some of the good from the past, because not all the past was bad. I mean, seriously, if all the past was bad, there wouldn't be like a present. There's that whole, yin yang thing where there's balance. If you don't know what was good, then you don't know what was bad. If you don't know what was bad, you don't know what was good. And from that, people have improved, because then if everything was bad, people wouldn't say, hey, these are the good bits, let's take the good bits and move on and build up on that and correct whatever was bad. So that kind of flows on. So being able to, or having people, particularly in the news media these days, which is why I listen to a lot of alternative media, read different things, talk to people, ask their opinions about things, and sort of see where they're coming at, is because you don't want to lose that ability to critically think and analyze. You don't want to just be a sheep to follow whatever anyone says. So the consequence of forgetting the past and erasure, or letting people forget the past and erasure, this particularly becomes important now that the up and coming Anzac Day next week, is that people don't appreciate what they have. They also lose the ability to critically think about things. They can't take both sides of the argument at the argument. They get all emotional, so they're going, okay, that's my emotion, but let's put that aside and think, okay, what is the real issue here? A lot of people will try and emote on you and rely on that. As I said before last week, when a politician goes, oh yeah, that's a really good question, now let me see if I can think of something I can emote to tie in with my political agenda here. Yes, I'll do that. A bit cynical of me at this moment on this Monday morning, which is actually a fabulous Monday morning, and getting up while it's still dark. Oh my god. But anyways, think about how people try and, I don't know, erase the past, particularly in the media. There's a lot of people who campaign to get links or information taken down because it's something from their past that they're ashamed of. Okay, you're ashamed of it, it happened. Maybe that will give you some forethought into the future. Who knows? Because, you know, live and learn. The other thing is you lose the ability to be able to deal with certain things, to toughen up, I should say. That you go, yeah, okay, that happened in the past, big deal, brush it off, moved on. And if people are so insistent that they keep bringing up the past, you go, okay, what's your big deal? Yes, it happened in the past, yes, it was an issue then, or it was not an issue then, or something that I did but it was all stupid, I've learned from that. If they keep trying to apply the past to the present, which is what a lot of people do, which is why I don't buy into group guilt, then they're the ones with the problem. They're unable to look at a situation and move on. Moving on is not always about getting other people to fix it for you. In fact, it's probably preferable if other people don't fix it for you, because then you don't develop those skills in order to be able to adjust, move on, improvise, adapt, overcome, you know, that sort of things. Being self-sufficient, being your own person. I mean, why do you want to rely on somebody all the time for everything in your life? You know, to rely on somebody to say, oh, but they got to make me feel this way. It's like, but you can't make yourself feel that way. I mean, really? You're a whole being. Why do you want to be lesser than that? I don't understand. Anyway, so how have you seen people try to alter, arrange, or change the past other than facts and get it to be emotive and go, okay, well, I'm going to make you feel guilty for it? You know, how many times have you come across things that you would rather not let people know about, but it's just one of those things, and you go, look, okay, that's embarrassing, it's awkward, I was stupid, but can you own it? What do you think needs to be done these days about people trying to erase the past, trying to do all that stuff? Okay, I understand things like, you know, revenge porn and all sorts of other stuff. A lot of that shit happens. Society can suck sometimes. But you'll find that a lot of people in life have things like that they have in their past. A lot of it is also how you deal with it that will affect, you know, the impact that it has. If you treat that like, yeah, look, that's crap, but you know what, so what? A lot of people, you know, get it taken back and go, oh, okay, well, right, and then move on. And move on a lot quicker than you'd think. I mean, a lot of people I know in the BDSM world, I'm going to talk with this about some guy in San Francisco. So basically in San Francisco, everybody's out, so there's no need to worry about things like, you know, outing somebody. Whereas where I come from, it's a little bit more of an issue. And I'm like, well, you've got to look at it this way. If they out you, they out themselves. I go, yeah, but, okay, no, seriously. They out themselves, and then you turn it back and go, okay, so what do you got to hide? Yeah, it happened. Yeah, yeah, I do this sort of stuff. But why are you bringing it up? What is the reason you're bringing this stuff up? You trying to blackmail me? You trying to hold on over me? You trying to intimidate me? What's your aim here? And it gets other people to look at them really hard at what their actions are. So, beautiful day, Monday. Buddhist Festival is coming on in May. Anzac Day is coming on. There's a very, very short week where there's like lots of public holidays. And if some politicians come knocking on your door, I don't care who they are on a public holiday, tell them to bugger off. You're trying to relax, have a barbie and a beer or whatever, enjoy your public holiday. I mean, they agreed to no campaigning during the public holidays, and guess what? Some of the societies and companies and that they founded are going to campaign on their behalf, but don't worry, I can't control them. Like, yeah, right. That's an embarrassing thing. It's like having a submissive do lots of embarrassing stuff. I don't know. Anyway, Monday morning, lots of possibilities. Have a think on stuff, uncomfortable stuff, but you know what? Some of that has to be dealt with. Okay, see you later. Bye.